Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV and also Dirt Oval TV. Well, we're back once again here at Volusia Speedway Park for the Dirty Old Bastards and Volusia Corporation 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. Now we see the drivers turning up, the lights are on, they got fresh cars, and well, they're ready to do battle once again for the third last race in the series. The numbers once again are outstanding here. 32 drivers signed into the pits here to tackle Volusia Speedway Park, who will take home race number 2. Will it be John Batista once again, or are we going to see a new face in victory lane? We're not too far away from getting into qualifying, and with that being said, we are going to play the American National Anthem. So, gentlemen, remove your caps, and if you can be upstanding for playing American National Anthem here at Volusia. Qualifying right now, your first group of cars to hit the racetrack. In the 105, a winner from the 410s last week at Lanier in dominating fashion. It's David Harleman. Behind him, in car number 22, it's going to be Jason Nygaard. Behind him in the 115, Stephen Renault will make his way back for the second time this series. And in car number 84, Chris Brenner. Chris Brenner goes quick time with a 14.683. Harleman looking to improve on the time he does with a 14.748. Stephen Renault with a 14.810. And Jason Nygaard third quick with a 14.809. Chris Brenner sits position number 1 on the speed charts here this evening. He actually went slower on his second up with a 14.811, so it just goes to show you how close these times are. And well, we've got about 8 or 9 groups of group of cars to come out for qualifying. And right now, the next car in car number 30, it's going to be Stephen Calavoda. Stephen Calavoda in car number 30. Behind him, in the wicked cushion, 838 entry, that's going to be Tim Smith. In the 222, finishing third in race number 1, gets the podium in the first race, looking to back that up here in race number 2. It is Weston Newell. And in the 44, Pace Motorsports, it's going to be Ryan Pace. Calavoda with a 14.816. Smith with a 14.797. Newell with a 14.917. And Ryan Pace with a 15.133. Calavoda slower on lap 2. Smith slower by nearly 3, just over 3 1/4 tenths there. Weston Newell jumps to position 4 with a 14.809. And then we got Ryan Pace with a 14.956. So how about the times there for 4th, 5th and 6th and even 7th? Just 7 1/1000ths of a second separating just those 4 positions right there. And yes, that's a matter of 2 rows. In the Team SETI Group Holdings 127, it's going to be Stephen Hill. Behind him in car number 37, teammate to Stephen Hill, it is Zane Scott. In the wicked cushion, UW Motorsports, Colby's iPace, Next Gen Fab, Ultimate Dirt TV number 16. It is Chad Miller. And teammate 2, Chad Miller in the number 12 in the wicked cushion. Colby's iPace number 12. It's Michael Sheridan. Stephen Hill, first lap. 8th quick with a 14, 8.89. Zane Scott goes to position 8 with a 14, 8.65. Chad Miller with a 15.025 sits 11th quick, and Michael Sheridan with a 15.070. Both those drivers looking to improve on times. Hill doesn't improve, nor does Zane Scott. Chad Miller will improve on lap time with a 14.958, and Michael Sheridan jumps to position 10 with a 14.923. So 2 3/4 tenths, 0.275 seconds separating our top 12 drivers here this evening in qualifying. Once again, the same format we're going to run as we've seen in the first one. Positions 1 through to 20 will automatically lock into the main event for race number 2. Positions 21 on back will be run in a B main. It'll be 8 laps, and with our top 4 transferring in. In the Team VLR, Team Friday Sim Speed Shop number 8, that is Cole Newhoffen. Cole Newhoffen in car number 8. In the Dirtco Media, United Dirt Sim Racing Association VRS number 104, Chase Cabray. Chase Cabray in the 104. In the 24 machine, it's going to be Ryan Martin. And in the Nice Energy Drink 27, it's going to be Logan Christensen. Newhoffen first lap time was a 14.867. A 14.867 for Cole Newhoffen. He doesn't improve on lap 2. Chase Cabray with a 14.915. Ryan Martin with a 14.832. And Logan Christensen, no time. So we'll see that 27 in a B main here this evening. Rolling out onto the racetrack in the 057, we have Craig Dunn. Craig Dunn rolling out onto the racetrack. Behind him in car number 77, in the Dirt Track and Busters, Dirty Old Busters, Blue Sphere Corporation, Ultimate Dirt TV 77, it'll be Aaron Schaefer. Teammate to Schaefer in car number 21, it's Tyler Henselman. Tyler Henselman in car number 21. And our final car in this group, in the United Dirt Sim Racing Association Dirtco Media VRS Tim Hunt's Designs, the 118 of Kevin Lovies. Craig Dunn, first car to get a lap for this group right now. Position 16 with a 14.981. Schaefer jumps to position 9 with a 14.844. Henselman position 15 with a 14.935. In fact, 16th as Kevin Lovies goes third quick with a 14.795. Dunn does not improve. Schaefer doesn't improve. Henselman does not improve. All 4 of these drivers do not improve on their second lap, but Kevin Lovies on screen jumps to position number 3 as he will look to lock himself straight into the main event with that time of 14.795. He won the B main in race number 1 in car number 7, Dylan Workman. Dylan Workman on the back straight away. Coming out of turn number 2 right now in the Denver Broncos, number 57, Luke Yanez. Well, he's a part of the team SETI in the SETI Group Holdings, number 92. Just hasn't got the paint scheme on that car. It is Mike Keegan. Also out on the racetrack in the United Dirt Sim Racing Association, Dirtco Media, Tim Hunt's Designs VRS, number 95, it's Dakota Kuhn. Dakota Kuhn in car number 95, the 4th car in this one. Dylan Workman with a 14.957. Yanez 21st with a 15.238. Keegan now with a 15.008. Dakota Kuhn jumps to position 17. Can Workman improve on the 14.957? No, he cannot. Yanez improves on time, not position, with a 15.162. Keegan does not improve on lap 2, nor does Dakota Kuhn. Dakota Kuhn sitting position 17th And I believe he was sitting on the bubble of that A main for race number 1 and made it into the show just by a row, or even one spot in fact. 9 more cars to come out and qualify. 32 cars here in attendance for the second race of the night, the final race. In car number 93 in the Dirt Track and Bastards Blue Sphere Corporation, Dirty Old Bastards Ultimate Dirt TV, number 93, Chris Roberts. Teammate to Chris Roberts. Behind him in car number 20, it is John Lowe. John Lowe in car number 20. In the Team SETI Group Holdings, the Wicked Cushion, number 97, it is Matthew Henninger. And also out on the racetrack, as I see this guy back on the Wicked Cushions, UW Motorsports entry in Lopresto Racing Colby's Eye Paints, it is Anthony Lopresto. So first lap time for Roberts with a 15.030. John Lowe with a 15.280. Then you go to Matthew Henninger with a 15.021. And Anthony Lopresto, 14th quick with a 14.908. And this is close, ladies and gentlemen. If we look at our times and the gap, we're looking at from position, say, 5th with a 14.809 to 14th quick with a 14.908. So there's a 10th there. Then you got another 10th, and you go back all the way through to position number 23. So this field is very close at the moment. On the racetrack right now in the 134, it is Scott Tyler. In the 310, that'll be Anthony Morano. In the 101 in the Mopar entry, it's going to be Jay Dykes. And in the 112 entry, that'll be Troy Schruers. Troy Schruers in the 112. So these 4 cars get set for qualifying. 2 laps each. Tyler with a 15.451. Morano with a 15.486. Jay Dykes with a 15.465. And Troy Schruers with a 15.057. Sitting position 26. Dylan Workman right now on the bubble in 20th place. Chad Miller, 1/1000th of a second difference between 21st and 20th. So that's a B main starting spot for Chad Miller on the pole. And it looks like that is qualifying done and dusted. And there we have it, your top 10. Chris Brenner will start on pole for the main event with a 14.683. Cast your mind back to last Thursday when Chris Brenner and David Heilemann put on a show in the 410s at Lanier. It was David Heilemann putting an absolute smacking on the rest of the field, winning by over half a track. I think the gap in the end was 7.7 seconds. He absolutely whooped the rest of the field and just basically put him on notice at any time I come and race that he's going to, that everyone is going to be in for a tough night. So the 93, you'll see the 93 on track now. We'll keep an eye on this one. This will be where the leader can go. Anytime the pace truck fires off, as soon as they reach this billboard, they can go. Don't do a Joel Berkeley. Do not jump the start. You will get disqualified. Oh, you won't get disqualified. You'll get put back a couple of positions. I say that because I just seen him watching. So, Joel, g'day, hashtag Free Berkeley. Still trending worldwide on Twitter. So there we go. The Dirt Vision sign. Anytime between then and the pace truck, you may fire as soon as the pace truck enters pit road. So David Heilemann is in second. Third quick was Kevin Lovies, Tim Smith, Weston Newell, Jason Nygaard, Stephen Renaud, Stephen Calavoda, Ryan Martin, Aaron Schaefer. Your top 10. 11th were Zane Scott, Cole Newhalfen, Stephen Hill, Anthony Lopresto, Chase Cabray, 15th. 16th, Michael Sheridan, Tyler Henselman in 17th, Dakota Kuhn, 18th, Ryan Pace, 19th, and Dylan Workman in 20th. And now we have our B main. It'll be 12 cars. 8 laps of distance. We take the top 4, and our B main lines up like this. Thanks to SETI Group Holdings for bringing us the lineups here for the B main. Chad Miller will start on pole. Alongside him in the 057, Craig Dunn. The 92 of Mike Keegan lines up alongside the 97 of Matthew Henninger. Chris Roberts out of position 5. Alongside him in the 112, it's Troy Schruers. Luke Yanez and John Lowe will make up row number 4. Scott Tyler in the 134. Alongside him is Jay Dykes, Anthony Morano, and Logan Christensen will start out of position number 12. Cody, yeah, you can check out Dirty Old Bastards in the league directory on iRacing, and you just make sure you hit the follow button on their league page as well. Just let them know that you're interested in joining. Yes, they are open to people joining the races, but for right now during this race, no. But they run 3 times a night. They run Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Mondays is their Master of Dirt series. Tuesdays, their 360 Wing Sprint Car series. And Thursdays is their 410 series as well. 8 laps on the board. We get set to go green next time by. As they will stack the field up, get them all bunched up, get them right, get them tight, and get them set to let loose around Volusia. Ultimate Dirt TV, want to thank Dirt Oval TV, excuse me from up in the mic, want to thank Dirt Oval TV for allowing us to broadcast the races on their Facebook page. So head over to Dirt Oval TV, give them a like if you haven't already. And if you're watching on Dirt Oval TV, come over to Ultimate Dirt TV, give us a like here on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube as well, youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Check out SETI Group on the web, SETI Group Holdings, www.seti.com. And check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook as well. Sponsors here of Ultimate Dirt TV. Still got some sponsorship packages available, but Green Flaggers Racing here in the B main. So we come through turns 3 and 4 right now, and your race leader is Chad Miller in car number 16. 3 wide for the race lead. Craig Dunn through the middle and Mike Keegan on the inside as they broke away from the 3 wide racing right now. Keep an eye on Matt Henninger in the 97. Work on the bottom side, trying to transfer in the main event. Schruers and Roberts race side by side. Now here comes Keegan, battling for 3rd right now. 2nd and 3rd, Dunn on the outside. Dunn keeps it rolling through the middle. 3 down, 5 to go here in tonight's B main. And your race leader right now is Chad Miller. Miller continuing to lead this one. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to run. So that's your top 3 on screen right there from left to right. They were from left to right. Chad Miller, your race leader. You go back to Craig Dunn, Mike Keegan, and there is the 112 of Troy Schruers up to position 4. Henninger trying to fight back on the inside on the 97. Can he do it? 2 to run. Roberts also trying to make it into the show. Roberts has got to get past Matt Henninger right now as the white flag is out. Or was that 2 to go? Meanwhile, in the wicket cushion, number 16, Chad Miller looking for that checkered flag.
White flag.
White flag is in the air. You heard race control, Tyler Henselman there, calling that one out. The top 3 on screen as they come through turns 3 and 4. It'll be Chad Miller advancing along with Craig Dunn, Mike Keegan, and our 4th and final car to make it into the show will be the 112 of Troy Schruers, Matthew Henninger, Chris Roberts, Luke Yanez, John Lowe, Scott Tyler, Jay Dykes, Logan Christensen, and Anthony Morano. Well, those drivers will not be in tonight's main event. And that gets us set for tonight's starting grid here in just a moment. We'll have a look at our SETI Group Holdings starting grid. In fact, you know what? It's time to get pumped up. I'll probably advance this in about 20 seconds. So while we do that, let's get some pump up music right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Oh yeah, it's time. There's the checkers. Qualifying in B main action is complete.
Y'all ready for this?
Y'all better be ready for this, because we are going to have another 35 laps on tap. As we take a look at our SETI Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole in car number 84, it'll be Chris Brenner. To his outside in the 105, David Heilemann. At a position number 3, the 118 of Kevin Lovies. To the outside, the 838, Tim Smith. Starting at a position number 5 in the 222, Western Newell. Alongside him in the 22, Jason Nygaard. Starting at a position 7 in the 115, Stephen Renault. To the outside of him in car number 30, Stephen Calavoda. Starting at a position number 9, car number 24, Ryan Martin. To his outside in the 77, Aaron Schaefer. At a position number 11, car 37, that'll be Zane Scott. Lining up alongside him in the 8 of Cole Newhoffen. At a position 13, the 127, Stephen Hill. He lines up alongside the 257, Anthony Lepresto. At a position number 15, the 104 of Chase Cabray. Lines up alongside the 12 of Michael Sheridan. At a position 17, the 21, Tyler Henselman. Lines up alongside the 95, Dakota Kuhn. At a position at 19, the 44 of Ryan Pace, and our 20th car to transfer directly through qualifying. In car number 7, it's Dylan Workman. Row number 11, the 16 of Chad Miller, lines up alongside Craig Dunn. Mike Keegan will start out of position number 23. And out of position number 24 is going to be the 112 of Troy Schruers. So it is time to get after it. 35 laps on the board. Race number 2. What kind of a race will we see between Brenner and David Heilemann? Yes, it is time to go. 35 on the board. Brenner will have choice on when to lead this one off for turn number 4. We know he's fast. We know Heilemann is fast. We know Smith and Lovies, they've got the pace to keep up. Can Nygaard, can he get a breakout podium? Will he grab a top 5? He had a good finish in race number 1. 35 on the board, and we are green here for the final race of round number 11. Watching the drivers come through turns 1 and 2 right now. They all look to keep it off each other for the moment. Oh, we got a car I think that's the 77 of Aaron Schaefer. And also the 24 of Ryan Martin. Take a look at a Colby's iPads instant replay here. Oh, that was Schaefer. Just, in fact, it was the 8 of Cole Newhafen. So let's go on board here. So we're on board right now with Aaron Schaefer in the Colby's iPads instant replay. A little loose there, and there was just contact. And oh no. I mean, that is just heartbreak for the young gun. That was just a look at maybe Zane Scott coming up a little bit high on the racetrack. Never made contact with Schaefer, but Schaefer kind of taking evasive action. And unfortunately, the 8 of Cole Newhafen. Have a look here. On the 8, he literally had nowhere to go. And, well, he goes upside down in a big way. And he's back on pit road already. So, our first caution of the night. And, well, a nice early caution just to hopefully settle things down from these drivers. But Chris Brenner, still your race leader from David Heilemann. So, once again, we'll see all 35 laps contested under green flag racing conditions. Well, boys, it's not quite crack open a Colby, but we'll have a bit of a drink anyway. So the mic and sound levels should all be A-OK. If it's not, let me know and I'll get it fixed up as quickly as possible. As we are racing again here at Volusia. Now remember, white flag comes out at lap number 38. We come back and we have a look at David Heilemann on the inside doing a Chris Brenner to Chris Brenner. Now side by side into turn number 1 and 2. Here's Kevin Loveys. Oh, yellow is out and Heilemann, he's going to have the lead. I believe the 24, this time it's the 24 of Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at a Colby's iPads instant replay and see what happened to the 24. Oh, there was nowhere to go. The 115 of Renaud and Smith, Tim Smith in the 838, had contact out of turn 4 and Smith's car went hard left. And Ryan Martin just happened to be that car that was on the inside. Smith was very lucky to only get minor damage. I think it was from Dakota Kuhn coming through, and all the drivers missed them. You wouldn't read about it had it been anywhere else. But it is now David Heilemann to the race lead, and white flag will be at lap number 41. The lights are still flashing on the pace truck. Brenner just giving Heilemann a bit of a nudge to say, "Oi, let's go, buddy. I know you got lucky on that one." He's not here to let what Heilemann did to him in the 410s at Lanier happen again. So these drivers will line up single file for the second restart of the night. Our second caution in quick succession. Kevin Loveys in the 118 looking for a strong finish here in race number 2. Western New also looking to bag a couple of podiums in a row. The 115 of Renaud looking to break onto the podium for the first time here in the Dirty Old Bastards, and Blues for Your Corporation 360 Sprint Car League. Jason Nygaard also looking to have a breakout race and hopefully start to finish some of these races, just have a little bit of luck on his side. David Heilemann, don't do a Joel Berkeley, don't get on the gas too early, and there we go. Back underway. He waited right till the death as we go through 1 and 2. Western Newell on the inside of Kevin Loveys in the 118, but Loveys now, he has cleared the 222 as he dives to the low side into 3 and 4. Brenner shut the door going into turn 3. Lovies couldn't get the move, but now he's going to make the move into 1 and 2. Brenner and Lovies side by side. Slider almost complete, but Brenner, he was working back to the outside. So a great battle going on right now for 3rd, 4th and 5th. You can throw a blanket. Renaud now, he's gotten past the 222 of Western Newell. That's for 4th. Lovies just caught the cushion, the ledge going into turn number 3. And it shot the car straight down to the bottom of the racetrack where he was intending on going anyway. But he almost collected the 115 of Stephen Renaud. But now Western Newell back to the outside. This is your battle for 4th and 5th.
All right, man.
Caution, caution, caution. Yellow, yellow, yellow. The 30 of Stephen Calamoda stopping on the back straightaway. We take a look at Colby's eye paints. Instant replay. Oh, the ledge. He just got into the right rear of Cabray there. And the wall just sucked him in on the back straightaway. He caught that opening. And would you believe this? Would you believe this if I said this to you right now? If I can just find his name and find where he is. Let's have a look at Jason Nygaard here for a second, okay? Because we're going to go on board with Nygaard here. So there's that. So look to your right. You see that car. Now look at this. If this was any other race, he got through that A-OK. If that was any other race, I guarantee you Jason Nygaard would literally be upside down somewhere stuck in a fence. So it's nice to see Nygaard have a little bit of luck. Where's your boy Mike at? Mike Keegan. Let's have a look. He's in 18th position. In fact, we'll go on. There he is. There's your boy sitting in 18th position at the moment. We've lost a couple of drivers. So once again, a big shout out to everyone watching on Dirt Oval TV and also Ultimate Dirt TV. Check out both links on Facebook. Check Ultimate Dirt TV out on YouTube as well. Head to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. All of our content gets uploaded. So whether you want to watch it on YouTube back later, it'll be saved to our Facebook page anyway, but it'll be automatically uploaded. Lights are out. 3rd caution of the night, which gives us a white flag at lap number 44.
Green flag,
It
green
is
flag.
David Holloman once again leading the field down the front straightaway. As Lovies once again is going to look to make the move on the inside of Chris Brennan. There was almost contact. That was very close going into 1 and 2. Western Newell riding in 4th. Now back to the inside. Lovies shuts the door. Now look at the move. Looking to put the moves on Brennan. Meanwhile, Stephen Hill, Cabray. And here comes Anthony Lepresto in the 257 to the outside of Stephen Hill. Lepresto up inside of a top 10. Dakota Kuhn in 10th. He's battling it out with Jason Nygaard as well. The 37 of Zane Scott trying to pressure the 115 of Stephen Renaud. Now that's your battle for 5th at the moment. Lovies and Newell still going at it. And Brenner on the top side. So now this is a 3, almost a 4-car battle for positions 2, 3, 4 and 5. And as he did on Thursday night in the 410 Sprint Car Series, Harleman has just checked out. Western Newell caught the fence. He lost a ton of positions. He's going to fall back to about 8th, maybe even 9th position, depending on where you're going to end up back in this one. And Lepresto through the middle. Cabray on the inside. Zane Scott got past him. Here comes Western Newell. 3 wide into turn 3 and 4. Newell, Lepresto, and Cabray. Oh boy. Give us Volusia any day of the week right now. This is the best racetrack we've got on the service. Harleman, he is just gone. A 1.2 second advantage over Chris Brenner. Then you go back to Kevin Lovies, Stephen Renaud, Zane Scott, Anthony Lepresto, Chase Cabray around the outside of Western Newell. Stephen Hill looking to replicate on what Cabray just did. Cabray and Lepresto side by side off a 4. Lepresto has it. 21 remain. Scott got... Oh no, Stephen Renaud caught the wall. He came down hard on the chassis. Will he be able to keep that going? Has he got a meatball flag? Workman and Nygaard battling it out. Lepresto with a slider on Cabray. Guys, there is too many battles on the racetrack. I can't keep up with them. We're going to go with this 3-car battle. Cabray, Renaud, and Lepresto. This is for 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. Lepresto going to cross over Cabray. 3 wide one more time out of turn number 2. Cabray going to fight it back on the inside. Does he slide out? No. Keeps it glued down to the bottom out of turn number 4. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Who do we have? Oh, the 16, couple of team cars. The 16 of Chad Miller and also the 12 of Michael Sheridan. Let's take a look at a Colby's Eye Paint's instant replay here. Oh, see Sheridan just coming off that ledge on the entry to turn number 3, and the left rear hooked the right rear, the left front hooked the right rear of Miller's, and that sent them both into the wall hard. Sheridan went flipping literally almost out of the ballpark. We're going to see if we can get a medic over there. Medic back to the pits, please. Michael Sheridan looks to have suffered some sort of injury there, and we'll check on Sheridan, make sure he is A-OK after the event, so we'll have an update for you later on. Yes, Matthew, this is some great racing. The lights are still on the iRacing official pace truck. There is just so many battles at this racetrack. In fact, you know what? We're going to probably to see the best view would probably be the box view to see just at what the racing is like all the way through the field. But to get the best camera angles, we're going to stick with the Dirt Vision cameras right now. So lights will turn off this time by.
1 to green guy, tighten up, single file, white flag, lap 47. Leading race high anytime after Chuck.
So white flag at lap number 47. So that should give us 17 remain here. David Harleman, your race leader from Chris Brenner. Zane Scott up into position number 3. Kevin Lovies and Chase Cabray in 5th. Lepresto, Renaud, Newell, Stephen Hill, Jason Nygaard, your top 10. Here we go. 47 remain. Pace truck in. Leader on the loud pedal. And we're back to green flag racing. Already we go 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide out of turn 2 right now. Scott, Brenner, and Kevin Lovies making it work. Scott now up to position number 2 with a slider. But Brenner's going to cross back underneath him now. Keep an eye on Lovies on the inside in the 118. He slides up in front of Scott. Oh no, Scott gets the back of him upside down in the field. Oh, Lovies is around. And we caught that on screen live as it happened. Oh no, the 92 of Keegan getting involved as well. We take a look at a Colby's Eye Paint's instant replay here. We see Lovies slides up. Scott tries to cross underneath him, misjudged it. And the 118, unfortunately. So keep an eye on Scott. This is our Colby's Eye Paint's instant replay. In fact, let's get a closer angle here. And there's the move. You hear him get off the gas. Let's go back to the cockpit view here. So this is the replay here. Thanks, Colby's Eye Paint. You see the slider coming. Just tried to turn it underneath him and misjudged it. And the 37. Unfortunately, he's going to lose a ton of spots. In fact, he's already back on pit road. So not the way that he would want to end things here.
On the green guy, tighten up, single file, white flag, lap 50.
15 remain for David Harleman. Can he pick up the win here with the Racing in Team VLR? Normally runs attack 3 on his 410s. You check him out on YouTube anyway. Him and all these Hylemaniacs. Yeah, I'll give him a selfless play. He's a good guy, David Heileman.
Green flag.
Green flag, pace truck in, and we're back to green. 15 remain. This gives a chance for Chase Cabray now to slide up in front of Brenner. Brenner going to continue to ride the top side of the speedway through 1 and 2, as does in 3 and 4, and gets that cushion as he comes after your race leader. How about Anthony Lopresto as well from, I think, the 7th or 8th row in this one. He has now made his way to a top 5 and looking to come after the 3rd spot. Cabray shut the door on him. They were 3 wide for a moment in turns 3 and 4. Brenner, Cabray and Lopresto. Renault in the mix as well. Brenner using the slider line through turns 1 and 2. Cabray, he's going to go high. Lopresto through the middle. He's underneath him. There's a little contact there. And how about Stephen Renault now? He's going to pick up 1, maybe 2 spots. 3 wide. Oh, Cabray and Lopresto. Here's Stephen Hill. And also, don't count out Dylan Workman. Oh, Lopresto into the wall. Oh, a massive hit for the 257. Let's take a look at a Colby's iPade's instant replay. And it all stemmed from this. There was contact there. Down the front straightaway. Maybe drivers getting a little frustrated with each other. Contact there again in 1 and 2. And Lopresto got to the outside. He got to the cushion and just ran out of real estate. Man, that was a tough deal on board here with Lopresto. He had a run on Cabray and just, oh man. And that was a hard hit. So we might actually send the medic to the 257 trailer or hauler to make sure. So that's just a bit of hard racing between these two. And I tell you what, how about this guy in the 115, Stephen Renault? He's been the silent assassin so far. He's up to position 2. In fact, what happened to Chris Brenner? So, Brenner's had some problems as well. Oh, just after the yellow came out, he caught the wall in turns 1 and 2 and jumped the cushion. And the rear end damaged on that race car. So, unfortunately for Brenner, he's not going to be able to back up his 2nd place finish here. However, David Heileman looking to make it 1 for 1 for the night here in the 360s. Presented by Blue Sphere Corporation. White flag lap number 53. So, we should have 10 remain. Stephen Renault in 2nd. Dylan Workman in 3rd. Battling with Stephen Hill as they battle through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straight away. Stephen Hill works to the outside. The 104 of Cabray back in 5th. And Ryan Pace also making a run for a podium. Side by side for the race lead as Stephen Renault goes through the middle of turns 1 and 2. But Heileman has the momentum on the top side of the racetrack to keep his speed up as he works the bottom in 3 and 4. So he's going to the bottom side in 1 and 2 right now. So Heileman, he might have found something here in the late stages of this race right on the bottom side. It looks like there's still a fair bit of moisture down on that racetrack. Renault in 2nd. Workman in 3rd right now. There's some contact, I believe, going into turn number 1 and 2. But here comes Cabray back to the outside, trying to work that cushion on the outside. He just heard it 5 to go from race control. 2.5 miles for David Heileman, Stephen Renault and Dylan Workman, your top 3. Cabray around the outside into turn number 3 and 4. Cabray, he has just railed that cushion on the outside. But Workman, He's got something on the bottom. In turns 3 and 4, the bottom side of the racetrack is super fast. Cabray now, he's going to keep it on the low side. Trying to find out what was down there that made Workman so fast rather than the cushion up top. 3 to go, in fact 2 as they start to come out of turn number 4. David Heilemann. Three remain. Workman run on the low side in 1 and 2. Cabray works to the outside pace. Then you got Stephen Hill and Smith back there in 7th. 2 remain. And there it is. Here comes the battle for 2nd and 3rd. 3rd and 4th, sorry. Cabray's finally gotten past Dylan Workman. Workman back to the inside. 1 lap to go here for David Heilemann. He has got about a 10-car gap over Stephen Renault, but through turns 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen, he picks up race number 2 in the 105, David Heilemann. Renault in 2nd, Cabray gets 3rd, Workman 4th, and Stephen Hill rounds out the top 5. Let's take a quick look at our SETI Group Holdings finishing results before they change. In fact, they're already starting to change right now, but Heilemann, Renault, Cabray, Workman, Hill, Pace, Smith, Kuhn, Nygaard. In 9th, Schruers in 10th. Dunn, Brenner, Lepresto, Keegan, Scott, Loveys, Newell, Sheridan, Miller, Martin, Henselman, Calavoda, Newhoffen, and Schaefer. So well done to our top 3. As we see if we can get a chat with some of these guys. Heilemann not there. Cabray not there. Nor is Stephen Renault. So, in fact, I know David Heilemann has his Discord, so we'll give him a minute or 2. So we have 6 cautions in race 1 and 4 in race 1, 6 in race 2, I should say, excuse me. So it doesn't look like our top 3 is here, but we might grab. In fact, no, that's it. So no interviews here for our top 3, as they not gonna join us on Discord. In fact, here we go, we got one. We'll have a chat with our race winner. Coming home in first is David Heilemann. David, congratulations on the win, and you make it 1 from 1 and another dominating display here from yourself.
Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Discord was telling me they couldn't hear my mic. Yeah, started 2nd. Caught a yellow at the right time to put me ahead of Chris, and then I was just trying to hit my line from there.
The track looked fast on the top again. You weren't here for race 1, but yeah, the top was the place to be. But you found something on the bottom late in this race. I mean, what was down there? Was it same sort of lap times as the top of the racetrack, or was it just a little bit faster?
I wasn't sure. I was getting in this, whatever it is with this setup, it hooks, not hooks, but it comes out of turn 2 really good in 1 and 2. And I was getting a little tight up there, but I didn't want to bring my wing all the way forward because I was getting such a good run through 3 and 4, and I don't know, it was just pretty bumpy. You know, it gets pretty good bump on that wall, but you have to be right there on entry of turn 3. So I knew I'd test the waters down at the bottom for a little bit, and then I did once right when a yellow came out, and I checked my lap time, and whether it was just because the fuel burn off, it happened to be my fastest lap. So I was like, oh well, I'll go back down there for the next few laps. But I was just kind of going all over the place. That's what's nice about this track. it kind of grays up. It doesn't get black in areas right away. It kind of gets gray, and it will allow for a couple other lines to come in through the middle.
So would you say that this track here tonight was definitely multi-groove, all the way around the racetrack?
Yeah, I think so. At least I think so from where I was in the league. I didn't really I wasn't mid-pack battling with people, but from what I could tell, it seemed my car worked every line pretty good.
All right, man. Well, look, it was a dominating win here. Not as dominating as it was last Thursday near in the 410s, that's for sure. But look, another win is still another win for David Holloman and all those Hyla Maniacs. So no doubt, I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've been running a lot of Volusia lately, whether it be late models, modifieds for the big Race for Hope coming up. Race for Hope 74, big race. VLR's putting on. Check that out. But yeah, I've been running Volusia a lot lately, so I'm getting to know the ins and out of it a little more. But thanks for guys at Team VLR. I don't know if did Cole finish tonight?
No.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
No, he got a DNF. He was unlucky. He just got caught up in someone else's.
Oh, okay.
Stuff.
That's a first. That'd be a first for him then, but
we're still going to blame him anyway. It's still Cole's fault.
Yeah, we sure are. Thanks, Brett, for putting on and all the people watching. Thanks, Chris, again. I'm kind of a newcomer to the league, and there's never been an issue or anything. Chris keeps us on check. He knows what he's doing. So thanks to him for putting on.
In fact, I think it makes it 3 in a row because I think the last time you're at Volusia in a 410, you pretty much got gifted a win because Joel decided.
I was very nervous. I was making sure my spots on the restart. Very cool.
Yeah.
That was the biggest fear all race once I got in the front. It's not to blow a restart like your boy Berkeley did. So
yeah.
my
blame Berkeley
on Friday nights. Yeah. He'll appreciate the shout out to him tonight since I forgot last time at League 2R.
Bob, well done on the win, and we're going to sign off here in a moment.
All right, thanks, man.
There we have it. David Holloman coming home with the win here in race number 2. That wraps us up here, live on Ultimate Dirt TV and also live on Dirt Oval TV for the Blue Sphere Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 360 Winged Sprint Car Series from Volusia. That was the penultimate round of the 360s, the final week next week for the 360s. However, on Thursday night at the same times as tonight, about 9:15 Eastern, then about 10:30 Eastern, we're going to be live for the 410 World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series presented by Blue Sphere Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards as well. So you can catch that one on Thursday. That'll be live again, hopefully on Dirt Oval TV. It'll be definitely live on Ultimate Dirt TV. Check us out on Facebook along with Dirt Oval TV. Check out Blue Sphere Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards on Facebook as well. Their link is in the description. Just click on their name in blue. That'll take you directly straight to their page. Check out Ultimate Dirt TV on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit the subscribe button as all of our content is uploaded. We have about 6 or 7 races getting uploaded per week, so there's always new stuff getting uploaded. And if you want to rewatch the races you're in and want to rewatch some of your favourite drivers, you can do so. Ultimate Dirt TV, we've got a couple of our sponsors of our own. We want to thank SETI Group Holdings for the starting grid and finishing results throughout for the rest of the season and also for next season. So you can check them out on the web at www.seti.com. It's CEDI. Check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook as well. And if you're looking to become a sponsor, feel free to message the page here at Ultimate Dirt TV and we can certainly get you sorted to get your company and your logo out here on all the broadcasts that we do here. On behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, my name's Brett Wheeler. We're saying good night. We'll see you back on Ultimate Dirt TV tomorrow night. But for the Dirty Old Bastard and Blue Sphere Corporation World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, that'll be Thursday night. So come back for that one. Have a good evening and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Good night.